Welcome to ShadowMeTarot. We got a new deck, of course. We always got new decks coming in. New deck. Let's see what this deck does. I think this is like an Aboriginal one. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Yep. Aboriginal Spirit. And we got this one from the book depository. And holy smokes, I got a Naked Wines. I'll tell you what, somebody else can use that. Because I don't drink wine because I'm allergic to it. I know, it's so sad. It's very, very sad. Here's the details of that coupon. And then here's your password. That's at nakedwines.com for $100 off wine voucher if you're into that kind of thing. Oh, I keep getting chocolate on me. Oh my gosh. You ever have that problem like that hand-to-mouth disease at the holidays? I'm having that problem these days. Really though, it's the holidays. That's what happens. That's what happens. Get chocolate on my new cards. Alright, so this is a rock pool deck. It's got the right size box here for an oracle card for sure. Let's see what we have here. It's got these sideways books. I'm not so thrilled with these because the binding breaks on them is what I found. So I'm not really thrilled with these, but this actually, they did a good job on this one. It's not too thick. I think it depends on the thickness of the binding. It is not a full color book, but it has really good explanation pages. It dedicates, it dedicates 2 pages essentially, the picture and the definition, and then more of an explanation of the card. So I'm excited. So this one is Aboriginal Spirit Oracle by Mel Brown. All these Aboriginal ones are by Mel Brown. She's got a few others here that I'm actively using. Here's one of them. It's like a Aboriginal Dreaming Totems. And, oh, I like this one a lot. The Aboriginal Goddess Chakra. We got this one too. Oopsies, wrong way. And then she's also got the Dreamtime Oracle, which is interesting as well. So I really do like her cards, and I like the messages. They give me definitely a different angle or perspective that I've never thought of. And that's always a good characteristic of affirmation cards and oracle cards. So this one is Spirit, the Spirit Oracle deck. She usually has pretty good artwork. I enjoy her artwork. I find it lively. And I don't know, I just like it. I can't put a finger on it. I don't know what it is, but there's something like warmth about it, earthy about it. The dots and whatnot, I like it. There's like a sensation I get from that, or a satisfaction with those dots turning into stuff. Okay, so I'm looking to see if there's layouts. That's what I'm looking for here. It looks like on page 2, it has how to use the cards. And then it just goes right into the card descriptions. And it has, after card descriptions, talks about the author. And then plugs the other 2 decks that I just put out, showed you. All right, so cool. Let's dig into these Aboriginal Spirit cards. Oh, I guess I don't need that one right now, but whatever. Let's do this. Oh yeah, see, that's pretty. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. All right. Oh, this is going backwards. All right, so we'll do it this way. I don't know. I like some of the artwork on some of her other ones, rather than just the the same back that it has on this one. Like, this is what I really liked. See, like on these cards, her little mini deck cards, she's got all this artwork on the back. And when I'm meditating on the meanings of these cards, but this is also a mini deck. Anyways, I'm just telling you how much I love Mel Brown. Her card decks are so cool. They'll give you a inspiration, an angle, a perspective that you may have never thought of before. Okay, so here we go. Oh, dang it. I already did Windfall. We want to go A to Z, E to W. All right, so the first one here is accomplishment. Accomplishment. And then we have achievement. That looks like a little Stonehenge there, right? With a road. A road to Stonehenge. Then we have adventure. Ooh, with all the chakras. I love that. There's like all different religions represented in that one, I think. Ancestral wisdom. That's cool. I'm sorry, that's just a cool picture. I dig it. Let me know if these pictures resonate for you too, but I'm like, oh, that's the root chakra. There's the sacral chakra. There's the soul chakra. There's our heart chakra. We got throat chakra, then the third eye. I am just delighted. I love this. All right, then we've got balance. That looks very much like the Justice card to me. That is a really dark card. Like, I don't even know if putting light on it. But it is such a dark card. Like, from my perspective and point of view, I can barely see that card. I can see it better on the camera. I can see it in real life. I don't know what that says about my eyeballs, but... okay, then we've got challenges. So I look at this, and this reminds me, and I just like her artwork because I think it does inspire just different memories for me. So this reminds me of a cell. Like, this is the nucleus, right? And these are all the organelles. And then I think of like lipids, right? Like lipid, who are hyperphilia or homophilia or whatever. But basically where the lipids have to kind of chain together like that in order to make an impermeable barrier for a cell, right? Or a semi-permeable barrier for a cell. Is what that looks like to me. And then if you think of all the different lipid cells that have to work together, I'm like, this challenge needs people working together. So this is a people challenge, a world challenge, a global challenge. I mean, that's what that card says to me. That's what that card says to me. That's how Spirit is speaking to me. And of course, that's how I'm going to read it in a reading, regardless of what the book says, because that is what Spirit is talking to me and showing me and giving me my unique perspective on something. And the book says, let's see, challenges aren't always a negative experience. If you look for the lesson that is being taught as you struggle through the traumas of the challenge, you may find the experience rewarding. Challenges may also be seen as the universe telling you you are heading in the wrong direction. It can often be the universe's way to make you stop, take stock, and reevaluate. Challenges make us stronger. We are gifted with the skill to learn from our experiences. It is only when we are faced with the same challenge over and over again that we realize we have neglected to get the message from our experiences. And the explanation of the card. You think you can do it all, but you can't. You keep trying and it keeps failing. The harder you work at each challenge, the worse the situation is becoming. Most of us were brought up to believe that if you just try hard enough, it will all work out. Wrong. Sometimes we are traveling the wrong path and we are too preoccupied to see this. The universe then steps in and creates barriers to stop us, to encourage us to reconsider our journey. It is time for you to change direction. It's not coming together because it's all wrong. It takes a lot of courage to realize that you're on the wrong path, and even more courage to change direction. You have the strength that is needed to redirect your journey, so it's time to start looking at different roadmaps. Look for those easier pathways. No more rough four-wheel drive tracks, only smooth flowing freeways ahead for you. So that looks nothing like the picture to me. The picture resonates something completely different for me. Because I'm like, if you have a challenge, ask for help. That looks like a lot of help there. But anyways, I mean, that's what the artist's intention was, you know, for that particular card. Anyways, I'm still going to read it the way I see it when I get it in the reading. Whatever it triggers is what spirit wants me to see, right? Compassion, key to my heart, is what I see there. Unlock the heart. Confusion. Connectivity. Ooh, in one of my videos, somebody said that the gray means deceit. I'm like, that looks like the ego trying to deceive the spirit, right? Putting your mind into the dark, even though you're a person of, you know, a spiritual being instead of a human being. You're a spiritual being learning to be human instead of a human being learning to be spiritual. And the ego gets that confused. I don't know. That's how I interpret the picture. How do you interpret the pictures? Connectivity. And that just, if any of you have ever read Carlos Castaneda, that just reminds me of the eagle's emanations. It's a long, drawn out explanation. But that feels right for me. I would just totally think of eagle's emanations for that one. How we're all connected through spirit. We all come from spirit, from the eagle's emanations. Creativity. My first thought was, my cup runneth over is what I see from that. Oh, sorry. And if I look in the camera, and that's just looking at it. Now I look in the camera and I'm like, that looks like a butt kind of, that's like a body. And I would almost say like the cup of life, like a woman's uterus kind of thing. Lifeblood into the cup of life, I guess. Lifeblood in the cup of life. So I almost feel like pregnancy with that card. So creativity. I feel Empress, very Empressy in that card. No numbers on these cards, by the way. And excellent card stock. These cards last forever, ever. It's not the flexibility for these larger cards, because I kind of need a larger card that has some flexibility in it. It's the durability of the card. So like these edges are not going to fray. They're just not. I don't know. It's a good card deck. It's a good card stock, I think. All right, we've got deception. Her eyes are covered. She's not seeing the world around her. She's kind of stuck in her own little bubble. Self-deception. Of course, I'm going to read it like that on ShadowMeTarot, because the shadow is about self-deception, right? The truth we don't want to see about ourselves. Earth, sun. Well, that's an interesting way of saying earth, sun. It's almost like the energy or the brightness of the earth, right? From space, you probably see it as this, you know, you do see it as a blue, you know, planet. A blue, cloudy planet. That's just interesting. Earth, sun. So like Knight of Pentacles, maybe? Father, sky. And these are stick figures all the way into the sky. I think you know what it is about all these dots is it makes me feel like strands of DNA and how everything is connected through strands of DNA. It all starts at an atomic level, you know, and we are all interconnected beings, you know, at an atomic level. I just do really, these cards really resonate for me. The dots represent the particles of life, right? We're all particles of life. We're all a little bit of piece of the puzzle. Freedom. That's beautiful. Friendship. That I say this thing, I say this thing sometimes that, where I tell my kids that, you know, every time you give love away, it grows. And to me, this friendship is like giving away love and it grows. I don't know. I like these cards. Frustration. It just looks like you're locked into one way of doing things with the way in the direction of those dots. All right, let's look at frustration. I want to see what it means. Frustration. All right. Frustration is a necessary emotion. It is the trigger that alerts us to the fact that you are unhappy with the current situation, and it is time for a change. If you turn your frustrations into a positive emotion, you will allow yourself to make the changes in your life. If you continue to live with frustrations, this will only manifest in stress-related physical symptoms and affect your total well-being. Either allow the frustration to manifest your body and suffer physical ailments associated with the stress, or see the frustration as the gift it truly is. Then make the changes to improve your life's journey. Oh, kind of like not going with the flow. And this says, so the situation is finally ended, but you don't feel like celebrating. It's a double-edged sword. You've won, but have been left with the hollow and empty feeling. Success didn't have the effect you expected, which has left you feeling frustrated. Sometimes winning isn't everything. Winning can come with a price. Sometimes success is outweighed by the effort you put in, or the win didn't come with the glory you had expected. Whichever way it applies to you, don't lose sight of the fact that it's over now. Celebrate the experience of completion and move on. Remember, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, but it's always worth the experience to check it out anyway. Everyone's tastes are different. So there. I like it. I like it. I like it. Growth. You know what? I think these are pictures that I can resonate with because it's like, I can see myself drawing something like this. Probably not this good and probably a really long time ago. But it's like, I don't know, the colors resonate for me, like the shapes of it, just the shape, everything of this resonates for me. That's cool. Illusions. This reminds me of like Loki when he splits into a million Lokis. Which Loki is it? What's that song? The Eminem song? Dress like me, act like me, look like me. Who's the real Slim Shady? Illusions. Who's the real Slim Shady? Indecisive. Interesting. It's funny when I look at these cards when I'm flipping them, they look completely different and give me completely different inspiration than when I'm looking at them on camera. The camera has like just a slightly different lighting than I'm able to see when I'm looking over them rather than looking through the camera. So inner harmony, just, chakras in alignment is what I see there. Or chakras not in alignment. But love through the whole thing, right? Always trying to keep those chakras in alignment. I do. I really do. Oh, intuition. Our high priestess. Very, very high priestess, right? We've got our 2 moons there. Journey. Almost feels like purpose, right? Like here's the person. Here's the island. And there's just nothing but water, right? It's impossible. But it's the journey. We're on the journey. Like, I dig it. I totally dig it. Like, it's spiritually guided. This is purpose right here. I feel like this angel looking thing is purpose. Interesting. Leadership. Love. I don't know how I feel about that love card. There's like only a little love left in my heart. My heart is 3 sizes too small. That's what that looks like to me. All right, love. Love is different to each of us, yet it is still the same emotion felt in varying degrees. The love for a child is pure and nurturing, whereas the love for a partner can be overwhelming and passionate. It is the same base emotion with different conditions and responsibilities attached. Each different type of love is equally as important as the other, filling us with feelings that cannot be explained adequately with words. Explanation of the love card. Love is not unconditional as we like to think. Love comes with conditions. Conditions that you respect the person and cause them no harm. To protect ourselves from harm, there needs to be conditions attached to the love we give. To love someone no matter what is disrespectful to yourself. It is time to let go of these people in your life as they drag you down and deplete your energy. You know who they are. Only you lack the confidence and courage to disengage with them. Your body and your life are sacred. Only allow those who respect you into your life. Surround yourself with people who can support you through this time of spring cleaning. Life will improve dramatically, and you will find the peace you have been searching for. You will find the love you are looking for, but it will be redefined as the result of this experience. Yeah. First condition of love is to love yourself. This heart has not loved itself enough. It's protected itself, but it doesn't feel like it's gone back to the well recently. Ooh, that's another really pretty card. Manifestation. That is pure alignment right there. When you are in complete and total alignment with spirit, you can manifest anything. You can ask for anything, get anything, be anything, do anything. Mother Goddess. Reflection. Relaxation. I get a lot of anatomy stuff, like cellular anatomy from that. That's just what that reminds me of. I think that's why I don't know what it is I like. It's like DNA. I'm looking at DNA. DNA imagery. Lots of chakra stuff in this. Aligning to spirit is aligning chakra stuff. I wonder how much chakra knowledge they have in the Aboriginal history. I bet she has an entire book on Aboriginal history. I'm sure somebody does. She's got to have some knowledge. They must have some knowledge of the chakras. I just never really, I guess I never really thought of chakra knowledge in native cultures, but it makes total sense. Even when I meditate, before I really understood chakras, there are things like I recognize yellows as my soul, and I get like a purpley sensation when I connect with spirit. And then, the root chakra red, kind of, I don't know. It's all around us, I guess. Lots of collective consciousness stuff, perhaps. I think that has traveled around the world long before we did. Long before we did. Return to country. Your feet will lead you where you're going and always lead you home. The saboteur. She's sitting on a faulty foundation, maybe. Sadness. self-respect, stillness, surprise, truth, turmoil, I'm just thinking turmoil would be, looks like there's only so much water getting to the tree, right? That would be tumultuous for the tree if it can't get to the water or the water can't get to it. And there's no leaves on that tree. Victory. I immediately thought of like the leaf crowns that they had for like Caesar, the Greek crown that they depict. That's what the first thing I kind of thought of that. Wealth. And windfall. You know, she's got like a weird sword in the stone vibe there. Like he just pulled that sword out of the stone. And there's a castle, it looks like, at the top of that hill. So I think that castle is his. I think if you get the sword, you get the castle. All right. Thank you so very much for watching ShadowMeTarot and this unboxing of the Aboriginal Spirit Oracle by Mel Brown. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to go ahead really quickly and do a quick shuffle on this. Just to kind of show you. See, bigger cards like this, I don't know how I managed that, but some of these cards are backwards. Oh, it's so funny. I keep picking up the same ones. All right. But yeah, shuffling these is decently easy. Wealth. Wealth was backwards. Let's see what else we got here. That should be the only one. Oh, no, we got achievement backwards. Oh, we got victory backwards. Oh. Yeah, they flip really nicely too. Some people shuffle like this. We haven't got any more backwards cards. Ooh, windfalls backwards. I swear that was backwards once before already. Victory's popped out again. Somebody's having a win and and a windfall. All right, that feels like I've got the winning lottery ticket. Oh, and then Saboteur, of course, pops out. All right. Oh. If you have a winning lottery ticket and you saw this video, please just at least get me a deck. I predicted it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, which reminds me, by the way, if you want to help support the channel, I have an Amazon wish list in the description. So if you would like to see a particular deck unboxed, you can, donate a deck to the channel by buying it on the Amazon wish list. And then I will reach out to you and we will get you a personal video reading. I won't do it online, I don't think, not without your permission. But yeah, if I do a personal reading, it'll be on video and I can send it to you. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Have a beautiful, blessed, wonderful day.